Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the Sony Xperia X, the latest device to hit the market from Sony. Now there's a few colour options available within the Sony Xperia X range, and we have here the graphite black and rose gold. There's also a lime gold and a white. The box contents and the specifications of the device are exactly the same, but it's just the actual physical colours of the devices that are different. So let's take a look at what you get in the box. So it's a fairly plain box, just with this sort of X logo faded out in the background and the Xperia logo here in the silver. On the back of the box, you've got a rundown of some of the key features. So we've got the 23 megapixel rear camera with autofocus as quick as 0.03 seconds, 13 megapixel front facing camera, 5-inch full HD display, up to 2 days battery life, a 64-bit Snapdragon 650 processor, 32 gigs of internal storage and a micro SD card slot. And of course we've got the Android, NFC, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, etc., as you'd expect on a device like this. So let's open the box up and show you what you get. You get a rather vibrant inner box. So you're presented with the rose gold colour option. If we take a look at what's in the box, we'll come back to the device in just a moment. If we take out the cardboard, we've got a small bit of documentation in here. So that's your startup guide and warranty information. I'm sure you're really excited by that. Then we've got a 3-pin UK power adapter where the third pin pops up like so. It's obviously an official Sony charger. It's got the USB port on the top to which you connect the provided USB cable, and it has a 1.8 amp output there. So that's the mains power adapter. And then last but by no means least, we have a USB to micro USB cable for connecting to the mains power adapter and connecting to a computer. You don't have a set of earphones in the box. That is all you get. Okay, so before we take a detailed look at the device, just going to show you the rose gold against the black color option here to just give you an idea of what the two are like. The rose gold is actually quite a pleasant color. It's quite subtle. Yeah, it's not glossy. They've got matte kind of back finishes here, quite smart in fact. Even the black is more of a dark grey really than black in my personal opinion. So there we go. Even the sides are colour matched, all the port covers, etc. And as I say, there are different colour options within the range as well. You've got the lime gold and the graphite white as well. But let's actually take a look at the handset in a bit more detail. Okay, so taking a detailed look at the device then, on the front we've got the 5-inch full HD display. It's a 1080 by 1920 resolution screen with 441 pixels per inch. Of course that is measured diagonally. At the top here we've got the earpiece and speaker, we've got sensors, we've got 13 megapixel front facing camera, we've got an NFC portion of the device actually on the front of the device. Usually it's on the back, but it's actually on the front here. Highlighted by a little sticker which is of course removable, but it's quite a sticky sticker. I can pull that off so you don't have to keep that on the device, but it does have NFC on here. There's no physical buttons on the front of the handset. It's all built into the software, no capacitive keys down here, and then we've got another speaker down at the bottom. On the base of the device we have the microphone, and we have the micro USB connector on the base here. It's not USB Type-C, it is still micro USB. On the left hand side of the device we have nothing but one cover, and it's under this cover, if we just get a nail in there, it's quite tight, we can pull this out, and this is your micro SD and nano SIM card tray. So you pop your SIM and SD card into there and slide it back in, so it's relatively easy to pull in and out when you want it. It will restart the phone, as you can see here, as you pull that tray out. On the top of the handset, we've got another microphone and the 3.5mm headphone jack up here. On the right side, we've got the power button, centrally located. This is also a fingerprint reader as well for added security. We've got the volume rocker keys, so turning the volume up and down, and we've got a dedicated camera button. If we flip the device over to the back, we've got this matte finish here in the rose gold. Got the Xperia logo embossed here, and then right up here in the upper left corner is the rear 23 megapixel camera. It's obviously got LED flash autofocus. It does 1080p video recording, not 4K, but you do have quite a lot of control with Sony cameras, so that's the 23 megapixel camera there. And that's about it for physical buttons and controls. Then we've got the interface on the device itself. So it is Android 6 Marshmallow, so you get the very latest operating system installed and all the latest features, so battery saving technology. It's actually got an update awaiting there. There are of course Sony customizations in terms of some of the additions that they've made to the device, things like PlayStation Remote Play, their album and music apps. You've actually got some additions in here already, including Facebook, Amazon Shopping, their news, their LifeLog application that works with their Sony Smartband and Smartwear products. You've got an FM radio, and obviously you've got some of the standard things like calendar, clock, your settings, your messaging and your contacts, as you'd kind of expect. Now, built into this body, which is 7.9mm thick and weighs in 153 grams, is a 2620 milliamp hour battery. That's fixed internally and should give you up to 2 days battery life. There's a 1.8 gigahertz hexa-core processor. It's a Snapdragon 650. The micro SD card slot can take up to 200 gigabyte micro SD cards, and that complements the 32 gig of internal storage actually on the phone. The screen itself has an oleophobic coating as well as being scratch resistant, and there is technology including Triluminous and X-Reality Engine in here, which enhances the images that you see. So that could be videos and other multimedia as well as images you actually capture. You've obviously got 4G built into this device along with Bluetooth 4.2, including support for the aptX profile. You've got GPS and GLONASS on here as well. So it's a fully featured Android smartphone really, with a nice profile, nicely sized, not too big, not too small, well balanced in the hand. Let's drop down and show you a few more of the settings options. Fairly sort of standard here. So a little bit about the phone here. So you can see it's the model number F5121 running Android version 6.0.1, but we've seen that there is an update due for this handset. So you can add all of your various accounts, be that Google, Facebook, Twitter, your work email. You've got various lock screen options and protection, and you can use the fingerprint sensor on the side of the device, which is the power button, to secure the handset. You've got controls over the display from the brightness to the backlight control. You can even change the white balance, the font size, and what happens when the device is rotated. If you've ever seen an Android device before, you know there's lots of options that you've got here in terms of what you can actually do. So if we take a look at the storage on the handset, there is actually 3 gigs of RAM. It's currently using 40%, but let's dig down a little bit deeper and take a look at the internal storage. So 12.98 gigabytes is actually used out of the box of the 32. So that gives a fair amount left there for you to put your content on. A lot of that is the Android operating system there, 11 gig. You might be able to shave a few bits off and give yourself a bit more memory by uninstalling some of the unnecessary apps. Let's take a quick look at the camera then, because it's a 23 megapixel camera on the back. We can scroll across the screen to go into the different shooting modes here. We've got a manual mode, a superior auto mode, video recording mode, and then certain camera applications. Sony are well known for all their different facilities they give to the camera, such as AR effect, creative effects, face in picture, so you can take a picture of the scene and yourself. You can add on different things when you're connected to the internet, be that time lapse and things like that, motion shot to just give some variety and creativity to the images that you actually create. Superior Auto might be the go-to mode for shooting images, and you do have the dedicated camera button on the side of the device there that allows you to launch the camera quickly from the home screen. You also have the manual mode where you can go in and control more of the settings, from self timer to HDR, obviously the resolution. You've got metering controls. You can change where the image is saved and whether the volume keys is used as zoom or not. You've got more controls over the white balance, so you can get this perfect shot. You've got controls over the flash, and you can also pick up on particular scenes as well to help get that all-important image. So there we have it. That's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Sony Xperia X. Available SIM-free from Clove today, retailing at £469 including VAT at the time of recording. For more information, check out clove.co.uk, but be sure to come back soon for our full review. Thanks for watching.